I just thought to myself, do you know what better way to show how to do it than to try and do it myself?
What was being held from you that you needed to take?
I'll say love.
Because you've made it known that you're the best. So where does the best want to get to?
I just want to be able to feed my family, man. Like, generational wealth. I'm a giver. So the more I'm giving, I expect people to return the same way that I would. And that's not really the right way to live.
In your own words, in your music, you said, "No joke, I'm coming for all the smoke."
I am.
Yeah. So you need to take it all. You need to take it all. Well, who else did you want the validation from?
I wanted the validation from my community.
The aim is generational wealth. Look after your loved ones, even when you're gone. But what is that motivation? Where does that come from?
More things. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you when I tell you, and I'm going to tell you for free. We have a queen in the building. A queen all the way from the Caribbean roots via Brixton, blessing us with her wonderful, wonderful vocals in singing and in rapping. That's how talented this lady is. She has been releasing feel-good music for time, and she is ready to blow, people. She is ready to blow. I give you the one, the only, the astonishing, the amazing, the incredible Mami Marissa.
Yes, my love.
And here we go.
Thanks for having me,
Of
man.
course, anytime. And thank you for being on the podcast. As always, ladies and gentlemen, production in the house, BK Creative.
Yes, sir, we're in the house.
And of course, your one and only host now, her MC Savvy Boy.
More things.
Yes, more things. Mami, first of all, let's a nice toast, man. A nice toast to have you. Thank you for coming down. Let's talk about your story. Let's have that sip first.
Let's get into it, man.
So before we get into it, you need to stop that thing, man. I'll tell you what you need to stop, which we'll talk about as we get to understanding your lyrics, understanding the kind of person you are. You can't be that talented in singing and rapping, man. And then the fact that it looks like you're choosing rap over singing, it bugs me because I just think you can do them both. You can have a threesome with two of them. I think it works. But this podcast always starts in a very, very simple way. And we try to understand it is Korak destination established by that first step. I want to go on the journey with you to wherever you feel destination is. But what was that first step for you to get you started in life and, of course, in music?
I mean, the first step I would say definitely is family. Family are a big influence and inspiration to me. Going into the music industry, like literally music is a part of our life, our day to day, and then with that it just filtered through the rest of my life really, through my teenage years doing my music. I had loads of friends that were into music as well, so it was literally a part of our lives, and then that just goes on for every step of the way, really.
So you grew up in Brixton, right?
I did, yeah.
You always rap in Brixton. I see a lot of your videos are in Brixton.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have seen all sorts of changes over the years, and people come, people go, but you've stayed. So big up for staying. But when you say your family was in music, so break that down for me. Mommy, daddy used to sing, somebody was a DJ. What's the dynamic in terms of the music?
My mum's always sang from young, and she had lots of opportunities to do great things with her music, but my mum's shy, so she didn't even take on the opportunities. Thank you, mummy, though.
There's a shy person in your household?
Yeah, my mum's shy.
With all this energy that you have? It comes from daddy?
Well, I would say, yeah, definitely. A lot of my attributes come from my father, definitely.
Okay.
He's a DJ. So
one of them bad man. I can see it.
Yeah, man, he's a sound man.
I can see it. The guy was spinning. So mommy is shy, so she didn't explore the music world.
She didn't explore, no.
But daddy's a DJ.
Yep.
And then you're not the only child, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I've got two older brothers. I'm the third child for my mum, and then I've got a little sister.
Okay, and everybody's into music.
Yeah, my older brothers, they both produce. One of them a rapper as well, and then my little sister, she's a rapper as well.
So in that dynamic growing up, that household must have been fun, man. I can see it.
Yeah.
Daddy DJing, chicky,
Yeah.
sing for me, girl, and your mom is like, no, I'm shy, and then the rest of you
No, my
are
mom
just
used
singing.
to always sing at home.
So she was fine singing at home.
Oh,
but
yeah.
She just going to explore it moving forward.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. So you already grew up. So was it one of them situations that you felt music is it? This is what I want to do? Because a lot of people, to understand where you're going, we need to go back to where you started from.
Of course. Yeah.
And then the household, because usually most people don't have this epiphany or they don't have this calling. When was that for you?
I would say when my daughter was like very young. My daughter was about 1.5, and she loves singing from little as well. My son, he loves rapping, and myself and my bestie, we used to develop young people in our community. Just just giving them some confidence building, and just like little steps and tips and tricks going into the industry. And I just thought to myself, do you know what better way to show how to do it than to try and do it myself.
So before your kids, what were you doing in the music industry?
So yeah, we had a development company, creative development company, where we would do workshops for the young people, well, disadvantaged young people in our community, and give them some sort of, course where they could learn how to perform properly, interview etiquette, confidence building. So we was doing that, and we teamed up with Code 7, which is also a music establishment that deal with young people, and big up Asher Senator, he gave us the opportunity to accredit the children as well. So that's what we were doing before.
How old were you at this time? Because I find it interesting based on the fact that even before getting to where you might deem as success in your own journey, you're already giving back to the kids and giving to everybody. Why was that so important to you at the time? And why did you start so early? Because in my situation, well, first of all, I'm still a big child. I'm sure you know that, man. I'm still a big child.
Course.
I'm still running around and doing childish stuff. I mean, everybody knows.
Don't we all?
No, my mind is like, I'm probably one of the kids that you probably be raising at this point. But why was that important to you to start early in terms of giving back in the community? And what community is this, actually?
Well, I'll say the Lambeth community,
Okay.
so the borough of Lambeth. But for me, like growing up, I had loads of opportunities, which I'm grateful for. Lambeth used to give so much opportunities for young people like myself at the time, and that's how I learned a lot of my skills. That's how I gained so much like interest in community work. So yeah, that was definitely a part of it. Lambeth Council, I have to give it to them. And this is something that I feel like a lot of young people need today. They don't really have those opportunities. So that's how we came up with it, really.
So who was Mami Marissa as a child? I can see you being one of them mouthy, talking back to people. Then my brother's gonna beat you up kind of chicks.
Nah,
Who were you as a child? What apart from music, what were you like?
I was a very timid child. Very timid.
So what, like mommy?
My mum, don't get it twisted. My mum might be shy to go and sing, but my mum's not. My mum's not like a pushover at all. Do you know what I mean? She might be small. She's like 5 foot nothing, but everyone knew not to mess with my mum.
At least she made it to 5 foot, which is the key thing.
Excuse me.
So what were you? You were timid. So
yeah, I was timid, very respectful child. Yeah, very respectful. I was like, yes sir, no sir, like please, thank you. Like always, like I was very mannerisable, very shy at times, but definitely like a ball of energy. Like I would definitely be like the class clown or always wanting to laugh.
were you one of those that was singing everywhere? I mean, I was singing everywhere, but the difference in me and you is I was destroying ears, where you were actually doing something vocally. And were you one of those?
Vocally, yeah, definitely. I used to love writing poems as a child, and then that's how I got into rapping. It seems, because obviously seeing my brothers doing it at home, and them kind of undermining me.
When you say your brothers used to put you down, in what way? Was it one of those you can't rap, or you're not as good as us, or stick to singing? What was the?
It was just like not knowing what I'm capable of, and it's like, let us do our thing, innit?
Okay, so like stay in your lane, keep your distance.
Yeah, like you're the little sister, man. Like, do you know what I mean? They're big men, they're big boys, they're doing their thing with all their guys. Especially in the grime scene, there was like a lot of grime artists coming to my mum's house, and my brother producing, and they're all spitting in the room and that. And I used to literally just sit on the steps and just admire and listen and want to get involved, but they wasn't trying to let me get involved until I started writing my own bars and then started presenting them, and they were like, you're cool. You're coming with us.
So you finally got into the closed or the nice circle with the brothers and rapping. So you have this thing. I mean, I started this by saying you can rap, you can sing, and you do them very nicely. So, I mean, for those of you that are wondering, Mami will be at the Korak Live Music Event 5. Yes, April 17th. Buy your tickets, people. Make sure you do. But before you accepted, so when your brothers accepted you, did you feel, well, I've made it now? I'm actually a good rapper?
I did, but do you know what? As a child, I'm not gonna lie, I used to always seek acceptance.
So you needed that validation.
Most definitely.
And even at the time that your brothers gave you the validation, who else did you want the validation from?
I wanted the validation from my community. Most
What,
definitely.
the whole of Lambeth?
Well, the community of where I was residing at the time, like
Okay.
Loughborough, because growing up wasn't easy for me. Even though I knew everybody, but do you know what I mean? I wasn't liked that much. I was
Why?
different.
But you said you were timid and very nice and
I was
respectful.
in a
why weren't you
concrete
liked?
jungle.
Oh.
Do you think that's the best?
So why weren't you liked? Why would you say you were not liked?
Maybe because I was weird and wonderful, very hard to understand.
I understand the wonderful part. What's the weird part?
No, I would say weird because where I'm from is either you're tough, hard nut, attitude. That's what everyone was used to, especially from the young females. But I kind of exuded a different type of class.
In what way? I'm still trying to understand. Because if you were not tough and you were not soft, that means you were in
I
between.
was both.
You were-
I was both.
so
I
you-
had to be
So
tough.
you knew when to put it on and off.
Yeah, I had to be tough. But
Um,
I'm a sweet girl, really.
Okay. So in what? Give me like some situations that happened where you feel you weren't liked. Is there like a particular story you can remember? Is there something that happened?
Yeah, like, because I was that one that, as I was saying earlier, that there was a lot of opportunities in the community for us to take. And I was like the boffin, like, I'm trying to take every aspect of what they're trying to offer. So I'll do youth work course. I'll be up in the studio in the, they had SW9 FM. They just launched at our local youth club. And I was the person that wanted to be there. And I was the person that wanted to be involved. And all these other little, courses or workshops that they had, I would always be the first to want to do it. And more time I was doing them by myself. So people would look at me like, this girl, like, she's not even in school. Why is she, do you know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with this one?
So it was one of them situations that people were not actually applying themselves, but they were upset with you trying to apply yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were upset with me, but where I'm from is either, you're running the streets, you're a little bad girl, no, brought up, see, you know what that means, innit?
Well, I kind of do.
No bringing up
ju-
skills.
Just in case for those that don't know what it means.
But
you
no
can
bringing
explain.
up skills like I haven't come from a good home or anything. And I come from a good home. Do you know what I mean? We just so happen to live in the middle of a concrete jungle.
Concrete jungle, man. That's what dreams are made of, apparently.
Most
So-
definitely.
So when would you? Well, how far? If you take us back to, so you're pretty much toning your rapping skills. You clearly were very involved in trying to get things done in life with all the opportunities that were given to you. Do you remember your first performance?
My first ever performance.
Yes. And was it the rap? Was it singing in front of a
Yeah.
crowd?
Do you know what? It was singing
Okay.
and it was for my family.
Oh, nice. How did that go?
I was like, how old was I? Probably like 5.
Oh, and you remember that? I like it.
Yeah, because me and my cousins, we used to like write songs and perform it for the family. I need to try and find that video footage actually.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I can see it there, man. I can see you holding that, man. You do. Funny enough, we had shout out to Shannon. Shannon is performing at the Korak 4. And
Yes.
she mentioned a video of her where she was 5. She sent the video to me actually.
Oh wow.
I'll put it out there. You should see it, man. It was amazing. Just,
Oh,
I think
wow.
at 5. What was I even doing at 5?
I need to find my video.
You need to find. You need to find them. And people need to know that this talent started from a long time. So this was in front of the family.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you remember it going?
It was like, me and you, we're gonna have fun together.
And the family was
Me
cheering.
and you, we're gonna have fun. I just repeat it. Me and you, we're gonna have fun together. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun.
And then they knew a star was born at the time.
Yeah,
A star
no,
was born.
they knew we had to every minute sing the song, girls. It's like,
And
alright.
then you went on and on. So the singing has always been. What else did you get involved in? I mean, you mentioned it. Were you good in sports? Were you
No.
were you not good in sports?
Not at all.
Boys? I mean, boys could be a sport.
Was
Depending
I
on,
good at boys?
yeah, boys
No.
could be a sport. Depending on what you
Nah,
taking
not at all. I
people's
told
men.
you I was shy, man.
You were shy.
Yeah, I was a shy girl. By the time it was time to like get into boys and that, I was a bit of a ruffian.
Okay.
So man ain't really watching me like that at the time.
So a ruffian in what way?
I will fight the boys.
Why? Why? So they'll say hello to you, you just start fighting them.
Nah, do you know what it is? It's just like building up that resilience in the hood kind of thing. Like,
Okay.
again, as I said, started off quite shy, and then it's like you have to become tough. By the time I got to my teen years, I had mouth. You know, I had mouth, and I would stick up for myself.
Does this actually come hand in hand with being a rapper? You know how like the whole rap game, everybody assumes everybody's tough, is strong. Was that one of the things that gave you that courage to, stick out for yourself?
More than likely, yeah, because I feel like once I started like doing grime, or garage as we called it back then, like I was more influenced off of like my pain and the aggression. You can hear it in my tone. Do you know what I mean? So I'll
What
definitely
pain were
say
you going through at that time?
like bullying and stuff like that, and
Okay.
like growing up, and then it's like getting my voice back. That was my opportunity to just give it to them,
Okay. So we're moving forward and, being teenage, being tough, rapping and singing. You remember your first performance at 5, but in terms of, and at the time, so clearly as we have established, your first validation point was from the family.
Yeah.
And you said you always used to seek it, which is a good thing that you said that, because listening to your album that you released in 2023, iOS, Invention of Self,
Yeah.
the intro, which we'll talk about, is you pretty much saying, I have to do a lot of things for myself. Does that come from a life of feeling that you've held a lot in, or you've always been there for people and nobody has been there for you? And does that start from like the teenage years that you're talking about?
Most definitely. You got the nail on the head still, because I've always felt like that. Obviously I've got my go-to people, but I feel like I give more than I receive. Most definitely.
And this is, apart from music, this is like life generally?
In life, yeah. I'm a giver. I'm an empath. I can feel when people are down. I'm going to keep pushing until I can uplift you, or till you express what's really going on with you. So it's just like a natural way that I am,
So how was it like being an empath and obviously trying to help other people, but then you still being kind of upset, angry at the time? How did you balance that? Or did you not know what it was back then? And you just felt, why am I feeling other people's pain?
Yeah, I didn't really understand it, to be honest. I really didn't understand it. I think that's probably what kind of bred into, the aggression. And like, I don't really know how to explain that, to be honest. I'm trying, because you're hitting me with this one still.
I mean, I told you, man, this is what we do. I told you.
Yeah, but I feel like it did kind of bleed into who I became, most definitely. Like, I'm like, right, okay, I'm going to have to go and take it.
What was being held from you that you needed to take?
I'll say love.
Ooh, I like it. So how old were you when you have 2 beautiful kids? And so how old were you when you had your first child?
I was 21.
21. So the love you didn't have, you clearly found with somebody for you to have a kid. How was music going? And then how did that affect your growth in the music going forward?
Well, at the time I had my son, I wasn't actually actively making music. I've always written music, but I wasn't actively releasing music or classing myself as an artist.
What was it like at the time? It was like a hobby?
It wasn't even a hobby. It was just something that we'd done every day. Like when I meet up with my brothers, that's just how our household were. Fling on a tune, we're all just freestyling and cracking jokes. That just was the way of life, But it was when I had my daughter, as I was saying earlier, like she was about 1.5, and that's when I was like, oh, let me just try it out,
So you felt you got to the point that you've been, in terms of working with kids in the Lambert community, so you felt you got to the point that you had to actually lead by example and show them that you can actually achieve your dreams, right?
Yeah.
So when did it come back to being a dream? Because it clearly, as you said, you weren't doing it actively. So why did it stop, and when did it come back from being something that was just...
Always been a dream. Always been a dream.
So who put off that candle?
No one put it out. Literally, I was born this way. I've always wanted to be in the music industry. Whether it will be, in marketing or like having my own label or being a songwriter. I've always wanted to have my hands in the music industry pie, you know. So it was never a thing where my candle got blown out. It's just like, what part am I gonna take in the industry, you know?
Okay.
And at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Like,
So do you know what part you're going to take now?
what part am I gonna take?
Now.
I know what part I've taken.
Oh, please tell me.
Most definitely.
What part have you taken?
I've taken the part to be the best artist. Feel good music to uplift your spirits. That's exactly what I am.
It's a good thing. I like that you say that. So because one of the things that you talk about is you talk about feel good music, and you have your music is actually tailored to loads of stuff. There is, you know, it brings out your Caribbean background. You rep Brixton a lot. You rap. You have some lover boy, lover girl tunes in there talking about different things. One of the songs I like is One Man.
Ah, you like that one there, yeah?
Like it. But we'll get there. But with your songs, there's a diversity of showing different things. And how do you actually explore the music that you make? Where does it come from? Past experiences, people's experiences, rage, anger, happiness. And considering that your daughter lit a candle, like a spark, where is the music roots coming from in terms of the music you produce?
All the above, everything you just explained, definitely from my own experiences, and of those experiences of people around myself as well. As I said, I'm an empath. I can feel. I'm a great listener, and I take from all those experiences and put them into the music as a form of healing, because I've always said music is therapy. It's my therapy, and me putting it into the music, hopefully it could be therapy for others, you know? So I just take it from all aspects of life, really.
What's your daughter's name?
Naomi.
See, you need to. An album needs to come out like Naomi. That's name it.
She would love that. She would probably make her own album called Naomi.
Oh, well, she's taking it. I mean, she's taking after Mami.
Most definitely.
So you have mentioned. I mean, you've done a lot of shows that I've seen, and last year I believe you won an RB Awards. Shout out to RB. You guys will probably need me to host one of your events.
Oh, you will be amazing.
We'll talk price later. Yeah. But yeah, RB. So you're clearly making waves, and people are knowing in the industry. Off camera, we were talking about, you know, Next Step mobiles and then BAFTAs and whatever. Is BAFTA music? Or
No.
it's just movies or something?
That's for film.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do like a music
But the
video.
Brits.
We'll throw in something that you can win a BAFTA.
Do you know what? I'm in the acting as well, so let's go for it, man. I'm trying to collect all of those.
In your own words, in your music, you said, "No joke, I'm coming for all the smoke."
I am.
Yeah. So you need to take it all. You need to take it all. So what is the blueprint? What is the plan? You seem like you know where you're heading to. So what is the destination? What's the actual destination? I can tell that you're enjoying the journey. You like it.
Definitely.
But what is the destination? Where do you want all this to take? Because you've made it, and you've made it known that you're the best. So where does the best want to get to?
I just want to be able to feed my family, man. Like generational wealth. You know, my music is my catalogue. I want to be able to leave that for my children, and they can live. You know, as well as helping other people outside of my family home. I want my music to help my children. Like, I want that to be my legacy.
You want legacy? I like it. I can tell that's the brand of Mami Marissa. So what is Mami Marissa? Obviously, is the entertainment name. How did that come about?
Do you know what? It was just my Instagram handle name.
Really?
Yeah. So remember, I didn't really plan to become an artist at the time. But once I was ready to release that first single, Melanin Poppin', I was like, what am I gonna name myself? And I was like, do you know what? Mami Marissa. From my Instagram, everyone called me Mami anyway. So I thought might as well just keep it the same.
With your brothers and the family being very musical, what are the most like difficult things you've had to go through in terms of re-establishing yourself? If you could pinpoint something that is always troubling in terms of the music, what has that thing been?
Not with my siblings.
No, not with just your siblings, because when you come from, first of all, you come from a musical family. So I would assume the expectations are high, not just from your family. I mean, everybody else. Oh yeah, she has God-given talent. But moving forward and trying to establish yourself, what are like the pain points that have come out?
Pinpoints.
Pain points.
Pain points.
It's my accent. It's
pain
Nigerian
points.
accent. Sorry.
Pain points. I would just say like opportunity, really, like lack of opportunity. Being able to like having to like everyone has to graft in this industry. I get it, but it's just finding the way. Like obviously there ain't no blueprint. I've never had anything to guide me. So I would say one of the pain points there is the not knowing, and then getting into certain situations because of the not knowing. For instance, like working with certain producers and stuff, and not knowing certain business side of the industry, getting into a lot of problems with these producers, like trying to take advantage of your works. I think that's been a tough pill to swallow. Like people trying to take advantage of you in the industry.
Yeah. Do you find that happens because of things you don't know? Because woman. What do you think is the particular? Oh, both.
Both, most definitely. It's the not knowing, because regardless if I'm a woman or not, if I knew more than I knew now, no one could ever chat to me. Do you know what I mean? Like no one can't try and pull the wool over my eyes or try and take from me, But now, because I am more clued up, more wise, more educated, there's certain things that like regardless of being a woman or not, I mean business.
So you speak about experiences that have shaped you into the person that you are. What do you have an example of an experience that you can directly say, if it wasn't for this experience, I wouldn't be this way inclined now? Mm-hmm. Do you have something that you could share?
Yeah, most definitely. My EP, Intervention of Self, that was meant to come out like a whole 2-3 years before.
Oh, wow.
Literally, I wrote those songs like 3 years before they even got released, because I was working with one producer, and he produced the whole project. And just like the example that I gave beforehand, people taking advantage, or if things don't go their way, feeling like they can take that from you. So that is definitely an example. I had to literally go back to the drawing board, spend so much money to get new producers for the project, re-record all the tracks,
Is this because the old producer was holding on to the
material?
I
got them back because I got it like that. I got the tunes. Don't get it twisted. I got the tunes back. But at that point, I didn't want to have nothing to do with the producer. So I had to do what I had to do, because I'm all about energy. I'm not going to put music out there. And as I said, it's my legacy. It's for my children. And I'd rather... I'm an integral like everything that has its integrity for me. Like I'm not gonna use the music because it sounds good. You done me dirty. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to make you no money. Simple.
Well, exactly. I mean, can we actually go deep into what the dirtiness was? I mean,
I just said.
Let's not mention names, Michael. But let's not mention. I don't know who Michael is, but
he knows where I'm going.
Okay. We don't. That's why.
Don't worry. That was in the past. We're in the future, baby.
I like it.
We ain't bringing that into the future, the greatness.
I like man, if I'm in trouble, I'm going to call Mami. But even if I'm in Spain, hello? Mami, there's an issue here. Can you come
That's
sort
the thing.
it out?
I'm that person. You cool.
Well, I mean, one of the things, as BK just asked you in terms of an example, and you just mentioned a lot of things that you've said in terms of being an empath, you've always given, and you always get to that point where you need to recognize where you want something back in return. Other than the music industry, do you giving more and not getting back? Is that something that happens with family, friends? Is there something that's been happening?
But in the music side?
No, apart from music.
No, do you know what? Right now, everything feels balanced. Okay. Everything does feel quite balanced. But I feel like it just comes down to me as a person. I'm naturally just a give. Like, even my mum will look at me like I'm an idiot. She'll be like, you're good. Like, if that was me, I wouldn't
Can I get £500, please?
Well,
I'll
that I
send-
can't do.
You
But
sure?
we don't worry, we'll
Okay,
talk.
we'll
We'll
talk,
figure
we'll
out how
talk,
we
okay.
can make more than 5 bills.
I like it. I like it. See, ask for 5 and you get more. I like it. It's all good. So after the situation with the producer, the album comes out. You got what you needed to get. So the album was in 2023, and you have a new single that you released at the end of 2024 called 99. Big tune, people. In terms of on your YouTube streaming and the counts, if it keeps going up, that's me because I've been jamming it over and over again.
Thank you.
Why is it you mention feel good music a lot of times? Do you feel that we don't have a lot of feel good music out there?
Most definitely. It's vibrational, man. People are forgetting that it's a vibrational thing. Like, it's all about energy. And I feel like a lot of the music that I'm hearing today, like, surface level, the beat sounds good. The lyrics are catchy. But do you really know what they're saying, for one? And for two, how is the music actually making you feel? You know, it might sound good, but how is it making you feel? For me, a lot of the music that I'm hearing today, it doesn't move me.
It's your genre is very hip hop and R&B. Do you think that a lot of the feel good music is tailored to that genre, or are you talking about general? So like
Repeat
rock.
that.
So you have like rock and you have all this other music. So I listen to everything, right? Apart from metal. Metal is rubbish. But in terms of your genres, your music you produce is hip hop and R&B. So the feel good you're talking about, is it just tailored to your genre, or are you talking about music in general?
It's both, a bit of both, because R&B, like 90s R&B, and 90s hip hop, for me, are the epitome of feel good music. Like, I feel like that's just game changing. Like, regardless of where music's going today, you will always feel safe with 90s R&B and 90s hip hop music. If you're going through a breakup, you're feeling safe with 90s R&B. If you're going through a madness, you're angry, you want to calm yourself down, 90s R&B. Even 90s hip hop, to me, it's a different setting. Like, it's touching upon points that actually matter, you know, like social injustice, and like it was used as a vessel to, you know, hit back and get your voice heard, and, you know, get the higher ups to hear what's really going on in the communities. Whereas today, people are really talking about frivolous things that don't actually matter in the world. So that's why I say feel good music, because I'm trying to give that same essence back in my music, like touch upon topics that need to be heard, as well as, you know, just producing music that will make you feel good and uplift you in this time that we're going through. Like, it's not easy living in London. It looks glitz and glamour, but we're living in like a third world country. It's not easy.
Have you lived in a third world country?
Nah, man.
That's why you think
This is
we're living in a
third world, man.
country.
They're taking the mick.
This is as Nigerian, I can tell you for certainty that third world is very different. Oh, hey guys, sorry to interrupt your episode. I hope you can please subscribe, hit that notification button so we can get more and wonderful, incredible guests, and you can continue to listen to the Korak Podcast. Till then, more thanks. Go back to the episode. But I understand what you mean, because a lot of, especially, I think the older you get sometimes, especially if you're in that era of the 80s, 90s, the music is very different. So where do you stand with like mumble rap then?
Nah.
You don't like the hamala?
Nah.
No? So you wouldn't do like a future song with a mumble rap? Or you tell him, listen man, it has to be feel good.
You already know me. That's what if anyone wants to come make music with me, just come correct in it. That's all I ask, because you already know my brand, my ethos, like what I'm trying to give out into the world. I'm not trying to make music just for the now, even if it is like a summer banger and it's, you know, just to get the people grooving. I still want it to mean something and have that a certain type of effect. Mumble rap, I can't deal with not knowing what you're telling me. I can't do it. I need clarity, man.
So would you as much as you have like the mix with the rap and would you do just an R&B album, no rap, just singing?
Yeah, definitely.
So which one do you prefer? I mean, I know the answer to this, but I want the people to hear. Which one do you prefer? And if you could stick with just one, which one would it be?
I mean, rapping is my first love and singing is my side piece.
I love them both, and you can maybe call them
Polyamory.
polyamory. Hey, man,
Which
I'm gonna
is
be on the
right.
next album. I can see it. Mami and MC.
Which is right. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you on the track.
I like it. My time's coming, Mama. I made it.
Yes.
So, but why? So sometimes the love you have for your main thing can still be the love you have for your side piece, though.
No, definitely. I've got a deep love for the both of them. You know, I'm an honest person, even with myself and my craft. I know I can sing, but I know I rap better than I sing.
It's debatable, though.
I know that, but for me,
it's debatable for the rest
for
of us.
me,
For you, I mean, obviously,
the listeners might beg to differ, but for me, I know that I'm a better rapper than a singer.
So with the rap has changed over the years, and I think with especially UK rap, it's very. You could have rappers that want to sound very American. You could have rappers that sound very British. I think with your music, there's an in between. You're just a good rapper. You don't sound like the typical. Oh yeah, she's definitely from Britain, and you have some. I think you have like a mix of Estelle vibes. You have like an Estelle vibe kind of
I
flow.
hear it.
But with the rap game.
But what can I ask you? Like, why would you say I've got a bit of Estelle to me? I hear it all the time. I want to know what makes.
Well,
because I think she's amazing, but I want to know why.
Why? Well, for starters, both talented in singing and rapping. Both black, in case you don't know that. And it is different in the sense that a lot of artists come with either they're very good at one, and then they're just tagging onto the other one. But you're actually quite good with both, which is like something Estelle did. So that's why the Estelle vibe's there. But the thing I was going to ask is, with rap, is it going in elevation in the UK? Is it getting bigger, or has it gotten to a still point? Because a lot of music that are coming out, everybody's pop, doing different things. But where do you think can rap get to that level in the UK?
To be honest, rap is at that level, but now we're talking about like real hip hop, innit? And I feel like there's a difference. Like, a lot of people are able to rap, but who knows real hip hop, innit? Like the essence of hip hop, the feeling, the topics. I don't think people are doing that.
Yeah, but when you talk about hip hop and stuff, like you mentioned it, that the best quality of music or the best era at the time was 90s, right? So hip hop rapping was very different compared to what rapping is. So I think, for example, you obviously have grime, you have garage, you have all that. In terms of status, I would say on the popular mindset, those guys are quite higher than like the quality of rap that you do. We had Savvy on here. Shout out to Savvy. And
pick up yourself, Sav.
And he was talking about, trying to get rap back to where he thinks it needs to be. So he thinks that there's a lot of work to do in terms of getting that genre, hip hop rap especially.
To get real hip hop back, there's a lot of work to do. I mean, back then we had like from the UK, like Clash Neckoff or Black Twang. Like, these are great artists, that can touch upon any topic. Sounds good, but at the same time you're walking away learning something, I feel like we're missing that right now. We're not like bringing awareness to really important issues.
What would you say are the key issues to continue talking or rapping about today?
What they're rapping about today?
I mean, what would you say are the key issues that you need to talk about or rap about?
We need to talk about like the crisis that we're living in,
Third world country.
Third world, listen, this is a crisis. This is a crisis right now. I'm smiling about it, but I mean, we're living in a rich city with so much poverty. Like, it's crazy. There's just too much poverty going on here. Taxes are high. We've got mental health is skyrocketed. Like, there's just so much things that people think is so normal that we don't even talk upon it, And that's why I feel like we need to bring awareness. Like, there's look at the gang violence and missing children and all this stuff. Like, people think it's so normal that we're not really talking about it.
And you think with music and rap and involving all that, this is something that you can touch on and
Most definitely.
will actually reach a bigger crowd that will care.
Most definitely. A bigger crowd that will care, as well as making noise to the people that can actually have a hand in making the change. You know?
You've been on DJ AG, right?
Yeah. I went
I
on
like
there
it.
still.
He's doing big things.
He's doing big things.
I DM'd him to see if he'll come on this podcast. I mean, he hasn't seen the message at all.
Try again.
I wonder
He's
why.
quite good with his messages.
I
Try
wonder
again.
Why. Hi DJ AG. Would you call? He just like delete.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
but it was good. I saw you doing your thing, rapping and all that. I mean, yes. But I was looking at his story. He's doing great things.
He is. Big
Speaking
up
about
AG.
great things, your last album was 2023, released first time, and 99 last year.
Mm-hmm.
You working on a new album, working on a new EP?
I am. I'm working on a new project right now. It's actually a joint project with a producer named Black Mel Beats. Super talented producer. And I'm just enjoying the journey right now. It's a safe space. And we share a lot of the same ideas and the same understanding of what issues there are to, talk about and stuff, as well as growing up in the same kind of area. So, yeah, man, that music's coming very, very soon, which I'll be performing at the live show, April 17th.
Tell them. You'll be telling your story, girl, performing live music, seeing her live. I mean, but 99 has to be on there, man. First of all,
I'm definitely gonna put that
The boys
on
are excited. The boys are excited to rehearse with you and to
wicked.
make that show all nice. You also are on a podcast, I believe. You do a podcast.
I'm not on the podcast,
No, you're not. I saw.
No.
What's that podcast that I saw? Your face was all on there. You were dropping wisdom and all that.
So you're talking about Out of Many podcasts.
Yes, that one.
Out of Many podcasts. So that's a podcast for the Caribbean diaspora in the UK.
So I can't.
Well, do you know what? It's talking about topics and things that
So you're saying I can't
bracket
get
of
in it.
people would understand.
So you're saying I can't get it. You're saying I can't get in it.
No, do you know what? I wouldn't want to, talk for them and say that it's not for everyone, but it is mainly to talk about topics of the Caribbean.
They could do Out of Many Niger. Hey, God.
Exactly.
I'll be the
Exactly.
first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talk
Out of
to
Many,
him,
if you're listening to this, man.
talk
Out
to
of
him,
Many
he'll probably
Niger.
do it.
I'll
DJ
bring it cold.
Styler, that's my DJ. That's my official DJ as well.
I like it. I hope they bought tickets and they're coming for your show. But yeah.
He's already bought his ticket.
There you go. I like it. Well, I like the fact that you're growing in terms of you want to take rap back to the original hip hop roots. You sing when you can, working with a good producer.
Mm-hmm.
You want to leave a legacy for your kids, and you're trying to grow and grow and grow, and hopefully next steps. But we're going into one of the good things about Korak is understanding your story, and the key thing for us is to understand your lyrics and the music. Obviously, some of us will listen to music and take what we take from it,
Right.
but we want to understand what you actually meant.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we call it's a lyrical discussion, lyrical deep dive. I've given this thing 12 million names. I don't know what
It's
called.
like genius.
Yeah, so obviously we do our assignment and listen to the music. So there are 2 songs I've picked to dwell into the situation to understand exactly what's happening. So this is how I heard it. So if I say wrong words, please
We've
let me
got
know.
the paper and that.
Let me know. So we're going to touch on Invention of Self, which is your album you released in 2023. Intervention of Self. See, I told you my reading is already terrible. Intervention of Self, which is pretty much having a self-intervention and understanding. So let me break it down. If I make mistakes with the lyrics, correct me later. So it starts with saying, this is the intro, the vision. This is, first of all, I think to me, this is my best ever. This is even better than 99. So it starts with you saying, I'm tired of making the same mistakes. I'm tired of putting my trust in people who end up doing me dirty. I'm just tired of being tired. It got so bad I lost sight of my own goals and aspirations. I allowed those very people I gave my all to slow me down. So it's time I sat myself down and asked myself, why do I keep getting in the same situation? I finally got to make peace with it all. Why do I do more for others than I do for myself? It's time to stop looking elsewhere for the answers. It's time to look within. It's time for an intervention of self. When it is first of all, that message is clear. But when did this occur to you? And after the intervention, what have you discovered?
I've discovered that I just needed to, self-love is the best love, you know? And not to say I didn't love myself, but I just needed to love on myself a bit more. With the whole intervention of selfing, it's like looking deep within instead of looking out. So remember when I was saying to you before that I'm a giver. So the more I'm giving, I expect people to return the same way that I would. And that's not really the right way to live for myself. That I had to look deep into myself and say, do you know what? I'm doing these things to probably like see if they love me back. But I had to realize that this is just me as a person. Like, I'm going to be this type of person and don't be discouraged or, disappointed when I don't.
So you're happy now to be yourself with no expectations. You're not expecting anything back. You're just happy to be. If you're a kind person, you're going to stay kind.
Most definitely.
And you're just going to
lead in love.
I mean, it goes on to say, it's the beginning of a new age. We turn a new page. And about to release everything as we approach the stage. Bring back good music, hip hop and R&B. I'm talking feel good music to up your energy. I'm trying to keep it classy, nothing get past me. My third eye open, so you know I like to sightsee. Sometimes mellow, but my style is kind of hi-fi. Hi-fi.
Hey.
rapping is my first love, and singing is my side piece. I love them both, but you can call it polyamory. So this is my issue, because I'm on the people that are going to take placards and go sing more, sing more, sing more. But you love them both, and you can call it polyamory. So I say rapping is my first love. Sometimes mellow, but my style is kind of, hi-fi. Nothing get past me. My third eye open, so you know I like to sightsee. Is there what exactly are you talking about? Clearly, we know you prefer rapping. But in terms of your energy and nothing gets past you, what exactly was the message you were putting out there?
So I said, I'm mellow because I'm like a extroverted introvert.
Okay.
Like, I do like my peace, I like calm, but when you first meet me, I'm just loud, I'm just like a ball of fun, like, so that's just me saying, like, yeah, I'm a calm, shy girl, really, but my style, like the way I move, the way I dress is very bold, my style is kind of hi-fi, like hyper.
Yeah, I said
there.
hi-fi. Imagine that. So, but and I mean, this song, I think it was like, when you have a situation where you discover something and you tell yourself, you know what, this is who I am. He goes, better know I stay on my grime. Know I deliver. Got to keep the flow while it's cold. I make them shiver. If you beg to differ, we can do it like old school and battle it out. 8 Mile style. Know that I'm a sicker. No joke. I want all the smoke. My thing is built up strong like a solid oak. What's that thought? I heard something. I thought you spoke. Can't pull the wool over my eye. You know I'm woke. My God, yeah. God. As I'm saying it, I feel like it's me. Like it's like my words.
This is what I want, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want people. It's like an affirmation, isn't it? Speaking life into thyself. So yeah, that's exactly how
music makes me feel good. So the product can only be feel good music. I like it. So you would say, if you break down feel good music in different elements, you talked about 90s hip hop and R&B, the message, the education in the song, and then would you say part of the feel good is the dancing? You can have good fun with it. Is that what you want to bring back? Is that what is missing?
Most definitely. I want to bring back the fun. I want to bring back, like back in the day, yeah, you used to hear the man them crying on the tunes and like saying, "Baby, I'm sorry." Was it Promise?
Some men still cry.
They're crying on the track, man. We need some emotion, like some real folk evoking stuff, man. Like right now, everything's samey. Look at my ass. Look at this. Like, I'm gonna do this to the girl and do that to the girl.
I skank you, hey. Yeah. Sometimes when I listen to rap,
this
it's
man
like,
and
it's like it's comedy. It's free comedy
it's
sometimes.
silly.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say they're probably rapping with what their world is now today, though? I mean, in today's world is different. So maybe they're rapping about the things that are happening there.
The world ain't changed, really. And the thing is, we're living in a time where they're exposed more to what we were exposed to then. So if back then we're talking about what we experience in our, peripheral like areas, like what we see growing up, yeah, and still are able to talk about these like real serious things, as well as other things that weren't serious. They saw the drugs, they saw the women, they spoke about it, but it came from a more authentic place. Whereas now, you've got a man talking certain things and it's not authentic. I don't believe you. I don't think you lived that life, bro. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, the girl them. All right, we know you got big bum and breasts. You understand? Like, everyone's got batty and breasts.
They're seeking validation.
Everyone's got batty and breasts, but guess what? They're all exposed. They're more exposed to what's going on in the world because they have social media.
First of all, not everybody has batty and breast.
True that.
But
the ones who's singing about it,
I'm just saying, not everybody has. I'm just keeping it real. Yes, some have different things.
They're exposed to like the news, like it's in your face on TikTok, it's in your face on Instagram, and you still choose not to speak about what needs to be spoken about. I think they're living in some type of matrix.
And then one of my best lines from the intro division is, because when you go for interviews and they go, oh, tell us something about yourself, I think you should just press play for this song. Just like, yep, this is it. And the part I like is
it's an intro to myself.
Even through all of the blood, the sweat, the pain, nothing can stop me still dancing in the rain. Mami Marissa
will be a household name.
My God.
Which is right.
Put that on a t-shirt and copyright it. I like it. So for the Grammys, I always say this to all the artists that come on. I mean, when you do win the Grammy, we want to be there for the after party, jumping up and down. But man, I want to be in this video.
No, you're going to be in the video.
I don't even want, I'll just be like.
You're going to be in it.
Them videos that you just, one of those things. So that's actually when.
Bullshit. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Feel free. Yeah, allow yourself, express yourself. So with that vision, though, this is you telling people, this is who I am, this is what I'm coming for. You want all the smoke, and you're ready to do everything you can musically to get it done. What was the thought process when you were going through this, when you were writing this?
You know what? Again, it was just me, instead of seeking validation, I'm just taking it. Like, I'm just going to tell you exactly who I am, who I know I'm going to be, and what I'm coming for. Basically, it's just me giving you some pre-notions that when you see me doing bits, don't say I never told you.
That's the part we'll put out there. When you see me doing bits, don't say I never told you. I mean, it sounds strange coming from a Nigerian accent, but yeah, that's one of the things.
Bits.
Bits. I'm terrible. I mean, I could just imagine when like roadmen are trying to talk to me. You should listen to that conversation. It is amazing. Somebody say, I'll be talking. I'm like, yeah. So I think we need to do like, you know what, bro? Say less. I'm like, less. You guy like, no, I don't mean like. Oh, okay. I'm terrible when it comes to this thing. Terrible.
Nah, that's funny though.
And of course, 99, which is a tune, dance tune, lyrically blessed, all night, left to right, 99, good times, all night, moving through from left to right, feeling like it's 99. We're going to have a good time. See, I'm just trying to make the most of life. I'm trying to party, have a good time. No time to stress. We keep it blessed. We keep it level mind. Call up the girls, tell them to meet me at mine. We're about to party.
And meet me at mine.
Tell them to get ready and meet me at mine. Yes, we're about to party. Shake a leg, leave it all behind. You know how we do. We always love.
We always dress to impress.
We always dress to impress. Head high, walking like there's an S on my chest. Got to know your bed, sis. You know you're the best. And even though you talk it, walk it with every step. So this is like. You know when you talk about 99 or 90s being, this is you like a tribute. Look, we need to get back to where it was.
Togetherness.
Hey, Mr. DJ, pull it, wheel it up, and come again. We're about to party in this. Tell a friend of a friend.
Yes.
So I mean, 99. This song, I've listened to it like 12 million times.
I love that, man. It was you.
It was me. And when the money comes in, man, I just 30%.
Don't break you off, man.
But what's the mindset? What are you trying to tell us here? That are you saying the people of today don't know how to party? Are you saying they don't know how to do the feel good music?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to go back in time? And are you
Yeah,
the one? Are you the one to
definitely.
take us there? What is 99 telling us?
99, do you know what? Yeah, even like the chorus in itself, yeah, was inspired by a song called Mr. DJ by Janae, girl group back in the 90s, yeah? And that's a little homework for yourself. Watch that video in your own time, you'll see what I mean. They just came together, back barbecues in the back, everyone come from the community, eat and drink, bring a dish, each person bring a dish, togetherness, you know? Play some dominoes, play some games. That's what I'm talking about, really, is like coming together again. They used to, I don't have no shoes to wear. Sis, wear these shoes, like in each other's wardrobe and that. You know what I mean? And
I
that's it.
wear a size 12.
Well, I can't help you with that.
It would be very difficult, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know.
But you know, like just bring it together. And again, I touched a small part on there about like women empowerment and, you know, helping your sister, and that's why I said like there's an S on my chest, like we are living day super women, like juggling so much, the 9 to 5, the kids, the careers, the music careers. There's so much we're all trying to do. Like, well, my friend group anyway, as women, we're living super women. Like if people actually watch the day in our lives, like.
Well, I can see, man, looking good, feeling good, working hard. I think I've met at least one of your friends.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at least one. She seems all right. She seems all right. I mean, it goes on to say, get off your seat, get on your feet, and get the party going. Get to celebrate in life. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You only get one life, so make the most of it. Life's short, get on the dance floor and stop being stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Wear up your body, do the doggy, whatever you can. Ain't going to stop till the morning. That's part of the plan. Celebrate and put your drinks up. It's a celebration every time we link up. Check out, God, loud.
You already know.
So what you're trying to say is that we need to get more parties. That's what you're trying to say, and
I'm actually trying to say is
I'm with you.
Not only just more parties, like more get-togethers, gatherings, sharing ideas, and just having fun, dancing. Like a lot of the time, you go to parties these days, and the picnic them are just standing on the wall. I mean,
why are you going to a party with picnics?
Well, I call them picnic because they're not dancing.
Okay.
That's why we used to call it a dance back in the day. You go to the dance to dance. We don't have people even saying, "Can I have a dance with you?" No more.
Chivalry is dead.
That ain't even happening no more. We need to bring it back.
Do you know how I can imagine the look on a girl's face if in a club I actually walk and go, "Oh, sorry, can we dance?" They're like,
probably like,
they're like, "He's old, uncle, go home."
I'm done.
Yeah, but it used to be back in. I mean, I think was a bit part of being a gentleman, chivalry at the time. You go. The best one is when you were younger. And you have the girls on one side, the boys coming on one side, the music is playing. Then you wait for that one boy to make the move. And then he sees the girl at the other, then he starts doing the dance.
Towards you.
Hey, the show that
through
move.
The crowd.
Hey, and then the girl is just there watching. Everybody just waiting. The moment she agrees to dance, the dance floor is full.
Trust me.
So you missed that. How do they dance this nowadays?
You think I missed that?
Swipe left, swipe right. How do they even dance? Blessing, do you know? How do people dance and do stuff in parties?
I stay at home. I don't even know.
Really
I just stay at home.
Stand up and watch each other.
It's a Friday. I feel we should go out and find out.
Why not in it?
We're just here doing research, people. Please, do what you need to do. Yeah, let's take pictures. We just but it's good. I understand. I like that you're trying to bring back the message in hip hop R&B. You're trying to bring back the good old times, which feels like it was really good. And hopefully, with the music you produce, it seems like you're going in the right direction. It seems like you're going in the right direction.
Thank you.
So ultimately, apart from feel good, what is the message that Mami Marissa shares through her music?
I think I just share, just the essence of just be thyself, and just live your life unapologetically. Just live for you, and everything will come. I talk about being blessed a lot. And I feel like when you do good, you get good. You know, you reap the rewards. You get blessings as well. And I do try and exude that a lot through the music.
Okay, BK Creative. So BK Creative slams you with his own question.
Obviously, I've enjoyed listening to your story and listening to everything that you said. My question to you would be, what is your motivation? I think you've spoken a lot about what you do and the reasons why you do it, but what keeps you motivated to do what you do? Obviously, you spoke about your kids. You spoke about how the journey kind of almost restarted when your kids came about. But what keeps you motivated to keep doing what you're doing? Like, obviously, you said the aim is generational wealth, look after your loved ones even when you're gone. But what is that motivation? Where does that come from?
A lot of it comes from definitely my children, obviously, being able to provide for them. Not only that, like, even like my dad, for instance. Like, my dad is like a big inspiration in my life. Like, you would know when you see me and my dad together, that's the best guy in my life. Do you know what I mean? He would drop everything for me. He would do so much for me. And I would just love to be able to give back to my father, everything he's ever done for me, as well as all my other loved ones that would literally do the best they can to help me in my times of need. Not only that though, like, my inspiration also, or my motivation also, would be like being from where I'm from, you know? Like, a lot of greatness has come out of Brixton, don't get me wrong. But someone like myself, yeah, who could have easily, like, what I've been through, I could have easily folded. I didn't fold. Like, I would never fold. I go through so much, I would never fold. That's my motivation, like, to say, do you know what, yeah? If I keep this up, there could be a little girl, little boy, whatever, watching me. I don't know who's watching me right now, but I could literally save their lives. Do you know what I mean? So that's definitely a motivation for me, the fact that I potentially could be helping others.
Amazing. And then away from the financial gain that music can bring, what does success look like for you? Where do you feel like you've already hit that pinpoint of I'm successful, or is there still steps to climb? Like, what does success look like for you except for money?
I said it in the third verse of the intro. Like, Mami Marissa will be a household name. My name has to be a household name. You know, I want people to.
Like, what do you mean household name? So like,
it means like Michael Jackson is a household name.
Okay, I'm just asking. You know, like, you have kids waking up, Mami Marissa.
No, but do you know why I say that? Because when did Michael Jackson pass? Obviously, Michael's Michael. I'm not trying to compare myself to Michael, but he's one of the greatest. Yeah. He passed away, what, 2009?
2009, somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah? My son was born 2010. Why is it every morning my son playing Michael Jackson? He's a household name. He's dead and gone. My son plays Michael Jackson with chest, with his heart. You know? I want to have that same type of influence where my music lives on forever, you know? And obviously, financial gain. But not only that, I just want my music to live on forever, where in like 100 years, someone can put on my tune and it's still playing and they still get inspired by it.
I like it.
Amazing.
I like it. Well, there you go, BK Creative. Household name, and you better be playing her music by tomorrow.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Cool. I like it. Before we go and finish and all that, Mami, whose hearts are you breaking these days? Who's the man or the girl or whatever you're into, because you never know these days. But who's the
is it the man or the girl?
Yeah, who's keeping you, apart from your kids that keep you going, motivation, your family? Is there somebody in your life that you're going with the flow with?
Do you know what? Yeah. Now, do you know what? Yeah. There's a lot of potential suitors.
Oh, okay.
You know, but no one that's stolen my heart as of yet.
Yes.
I'm single and ready to mingle.
I hope you're hearing that, boys. Ready to mingle is the key part.
You know,
I like it.
But the girl them are on me as well. You know, don't get it twisted. But I don't really.
The economy is tough. They need to.
I don't blame them, but I don't swing that way. So big up the girl them.
We like it. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We can continue, as I always say. But Mami will be performing Korak Live Music, April 17th. Korak Live Music Event 5. So please get your tickets and all that good stuff, and then come and see her live and me ask her more stories as she tells you those stories through her music. It's been amazing. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I love having you in Korak. Brixton's finest. If you're ever in Brixton, just holler. Yo, Mami Marissa. You're like, oh yeah, you know, he's fine. He's cool. So it's all good. It's all good. Thank you for coming. And
thank you for having me.
Yes. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mami Marissa. Woo! And of course, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, BK Creative in the house.
I'll see you guys on the next one.
And I'm going to end simply by letting you people know, even through all of the blood, the sweat, the pain, nothing can stop her. She's still dancing in the rain. Mami Marissa will be a household name. I'm MC Sabi Boy. More things.
Hey.